What's going on, everybody? We have a Cup of Nations battle here between Bobi, who is Massilia, and HunnicWarrior here, who is Getae. Let's get right into the battle. You can immediately see, if you take a quick sneak peek, get into the compositions, the actual army compositions, in a sec here, once the battle loads. So, okay. Just waiting for this to load and we'll get. Alright, let's look at the army of HunnicWarrior here. Right up the front here, 4 noble swords, including his Gen, who is running Battle Rhythm and Second Wind. We have a Mercenary Axe Warrior in the middle, a Spear with a Chevron there. Looks like 3 Spear Horsemen, 4 Bow Horsemen who have 40 missile damage. That's so basically City Horse Structures. We have 1 Armored Spear, 2 Heavy Spears, 1 Armored Spear, 1 Heavy Spear. So 3 Heavy Spears, 2 Armored Spears. Let's go look at Bobi's army here. Right up the middle, 3 Celtic Slingers and 2 Levy Free. Remember, they cannot use their javelins. Axe Warrior on each flank here, so 2 Axe Warriors, 3 Celtics up the middle here. Just checking that, yep. Looks like 4 Massilian Hoplites, and including this general, who is Battle Rhythm Second Wind as well. These 4 Massilian Hoplites are a really strong force, and often the last remaining Massilian troops from the battles I've seen of Bobi. And also he has a really strong cav force here, 3 Hippeus Lancers and 3 Massilian cav. So the shot cav and the melee cav combo, really strong. So yeah, the infantry advantage is definitely to Bobi. He's got a lot more infantry, and while these noble swords are a lot better, they won't be able to defend against both the 4 Massilian Hoplites and 3 Celtics and 2 Axe Warriors. However, Hunnic does have a much better spear line here with the 2 Armored Spears and 3 Heavy Spears. That's 5 spears that are, capable in combat and can hold back, or at least force these enemy infantry units to think about them in the main infantry fight. Looks like Hunnic's just going to target this Axe Warrior. Since it is a melee unit, it's a pretty worthy target. Let's see if he's going to heavy shot. He has not. It's really not going to do too much damage though. But yeah, it's already doing a little bit of damage. That's nice. I'm surprised he's not going to target this unit though, with its back turns. Maybe he has to get too close though, and these guys will throw their javelins. It's like Bobi is not. Yeah, they almost threw their javelins, but they didn't. Like, just playing this slow, you can see he's got like an angle here. That this area is off to the sides, not letting any flanking forces come through. He's only got 3 cav though. That's a huge problem. How is he going to protect his infantry from the devastating charges of these Hippeus Lancers when he only has 3 cav compared to the 6 of Bobi? Really, the only advantage Hunnic has is the superior quality of these noble swords. So if they get one-on-one matchups, they'll win them decisively. And also these 4 horse archers, who, granted, will be able to do massive damage. Only these 3 slingers here to counter them, and they're not going to be able to do a great job. Meanwhile, this Axe Warrior is getting shot down, and look at these flanking shots. This is the right side of the unit, the unshielded side, so this is like shooting into the back. And that's doing a lot of damage. Any free units you can pick off is a really big and necessary advantage. Looks like Bobi's going for a charge, but it's just an armored spear here. They have counter cavalry tactics, so I'm not sure Hunnic, I'm sure Hunnic is fine with this. He's actually gonna charge in. Oh, it was a devastating charge though, and if he can pull through his charge, he's actually pulled out, so losing nothing. Brilliant charge, but what it's gonna do is allow Bobi to charge in these Celtic warriors. This Celtic warrior got really far up and will actually probably get killed by this noble sword. But see, this Celtic warrior is blocking the charge of this noble sword, and while the noble sword is going to crush the Celtic, now these hoplites get in for free without a charge on them, and that will allow them to pretty much win the fight. This heavy spear is probably going to actually be able to do a lot of damage here, and that's why these Axe Warriors are retreating. Hunnic's timed this charge really well, almost perfectly I would say. And look, he's going to get the charge in here, hit these Axe Warriors in the rear. This heavy spear will now win this fight. This Massilian Hoplite though is probably going to do a lot of work in here. Hunnic uses Headhunt and Battle Rhythm, so it will help these Massilian Hoplites die a bit faster, but he's also losing this Armored Spear here, which he should just pull out. Remember, it got charged by this Hippeus Lancer earlier, so it's really not going to do anything. Hippeus is going to get a charge in the back there, that's fine. Meanwhile though, in the middle here, this Hippeus Lancer is charged in, but the timing wasn't good. This timing is really good though, and hit his own men, but he has stopped the charge of this noble sword. Now is the time to bring in this Massilian hoplite. He's got to charge it in before these guys get a second charge. This timing, as I said, was really bad from this Hippias Lancer, and so it charged in, lost some men, and these guys will still get their charge. This massive blob of 2 noble swords, axe warrior, everything getting the charge into here. This Massilian hoplite will die. Meanwhile, this Celtic is getting in for free in the back lines. Massilian Cav is going to kill this Spear Horseman. However, these heavy spears will pop counter Cav tactics and help this heavy horse win or Spear Horse win this fight against this Massilian Cav, so that's good. It will eventually die to these Celtic warriors. The flanking units are coming in, but there's just so many noble swords here. I don't know what they're going to do. Meanwhile, this Massilian hoplite and Hippias Lancer kited brilliantly, and now these 3 slingers are just like freely targeting this noble sword. So that's really well done. Now we can see the generals are isolated here, and he didn't get more support, and I think these horse archers were shooting in the rear, and actually the Massilian hoplites are dying so fast to these noble swords. They didn't have enough support. On this flank, they actually managed to turn this fight around, but now it's all cavalry against some spears who have popped counter cavalry tactics, so they're just losing so many men. These spears are paying off beautifully. The slingers got charged here by one of the spear horsemen, and they're actually getting charged by these noble swords as well, because this Massilian hoplite ran so far away unnecessarily. On this flank though, the extra cav will help these Massilian hoplites start to win this fight, but they need to do it quickly before these noble swords start killing the actual hoplites themselves. One noble bow horse got caught. That's not good. This axe warrior, 60 men will maybe kill some of these men, but I think it will lose to the heavy spear eventually. Again, another bow horse being caught, so he sacrifices bow horse, 2 of them at least, and some cav to catch all these slingers, and look at them all routing. General died as well, and that played a huge part. So now, Bobi's task is clean up this noble sword and this flank before the general comes and saves all these guys. He has the keys to do it with this Hippias Lancer, to just cycle constantly. He needs to put this Massilian hoplite into phalanx. Massilian hoplite cav against a looks like a spear horse. Looks like the spear horse are going to win this fight. There's slightly more men. The general is already coming, and smartly, this bow horse is here. He needs to cycle these Hippias in fast, and he's doing just that. So good job. Oh, that's so unlucky. It looks like they got caught on something stupid. But he routed this axe warrior, and now his Hippias Lancer are going to get a charge into the general. Oh, but they're getting caught on these stupid axe warriors. That's so unfortunate for him, man. He is going to lose this Hippias Lancer soon due to the constant fire of this bow horse. But now these other swords are coming in to save their other noble sword comrades. Like I said, it would be hoplites against noble swords, and that's basically all that's left on the field. This Hippias Lancer is going to do work and crush this axe warrior eventually. Or maybe he's not even going to try to win that fight because it's not necessary for him. He's losing so many men to this noble sword. He's just racking up the kills. He should not have engaged this Massilian hoplite. But I guess it's buying enough time for him maybe to kill all these noble swords. There's still so many left. 79, 73. This one's going to die, but this one's at 95. So about 250 noble swords against the Massilian hoplites that remain and these axe warriors. Now these axe warriors are going to be great against the noble swords because they're high armor. You can see they have 80 armor. So these axe warriors will be able to do a lot of damage, but they'll also die quite quickly. Gonna get one last charge in here, might as well. And it'll do some damage. He already pops Headhunt and Battle Rhythm. He's fresh from using second wind, so that's fine. He's also moving these Hippias Lancers, which is both those guys, in. And Hunnic pulls out this spear because they were actually losing to these axe warriors. He did brilliantly to kill a lot of spears. He's got to move these guys back into the fight and fast. This Hippias Lancer was always going to die, but it did rout this unit, I guess. He popped second wind on this unit. He actually should have saved it for his general, because one of them was going to be exhausted, and this one has more men. It has less men, but it's the general, I guess. Bow horse doing so much work here. He's the only bow horse left on the field, but Bobi actually thinks he needs to win this cap fight, which I kind of agree with. So he's going to charge in these Hippias Lancers, and furthermore, it gets the bow horse away from shooting at his cap. Gonna lose a couple bow horse here probably, and it's such an interesting fight here. He has more units, and this noble sword is fresh, but it's actually being attacked in the rear, I think. Yeah, so it might lose, but these Massilian hoplites are at 65 men. They should not rout here. And now all of his noble swords are about to be exhausted. The general is tired. This one's exhausted, and this one's fresh, so that could help rout them. And he's got support units coming as well. He needs this cav for rear charges. That's literally it, but meanwhile, he should charge this bow horseman in, I think. because this unit's still tied down. Oh, he uses Flaming Shot instead, which is probably just about the equivalent. And it actually routes this Massilian Hoplite. That's crazy. 51 Massilian Hoplites should not route. Like, I think that's a little ridiculous, to be honest. But it does. They do route. I think they were surrounded, though. That's probably why. Now he's going to keep charging the general, trying to kill off the gen. That's smart. This is so close, because if this unit routes, he'll have these 2 units against this one, and he'll win. Because the general's going to die here, eventually. And this Axe Warrior is running their asses over here to get into the fight. The key part, though, was that his general, Bobi's general, died way earlier. And that could play into his hands. If this general dies late, all of these guys will probably start to rout. He has second wind again, though. And now these Axe Warrior routes, so I can't see him winning this fight. These Axe Warriors are coming in. They're only tired, so that's good. And this Apaeus Lancer comes in. Good time charging here. If he routes these 2 units, I could see it happening. Because this general's only at 38 men. This Massilian Hoplite's at 41. However, the real issue is this Bow Horseman. He does route them. That's a great start. But only if this guy routes can he still have any chance. And it has to route now. And these guys are all up to stabilize. 21 and 38 could beat this 33 for sure. This is so possible right now. He pulls out this cav, charges in here, and cycles this Apaeus in. And this unit doesn't matter. It's not going to get here in time. I don't know why. Okay, so now it's 38 Massilian Hoplites against 30 Noble Swords. He takes them out of the charge. They're going to get charged in here. He needs to get the charge here, or he's not going to win. But I think this Bow Horse would probably win the battle by itself. So, yeah, he's going to win. What a close fight. Really intense at the end there. Could have gone either way. I'm not sure if the Getae General died. If he didn't die, but he did die, like, theoretically, I think Massilia will win that battle. Maybe, depending on when he died. But the real problem for Bobi was that his Massilian Hoplite was the general, was the one that got caught out, and you can't have that happen, because that really screwed his morale over. Because these guys have poor morale, and the Slingers have poor morale. They all routed at high numbers of men. So that kind of screwed him over. Anyway, really close game. Thanks for watching. See you next time.